Good morning. Welcome to another video on the Luderco Arms channel. So I'm in my office and we are still trying to get some storage solutions for stuff I'm going to do to clean up in here. So we got this, and there's that box there. So there's an empty box there. So this comes packed in this. And I just got done putting that one together. I still got to put that one together. But it's not too terrible. It's, got drawers. Now, this can't hold real heavy stuff. So what my plan is I'm going to take, this is full of light stuff, magazines and gun parts and things. And this is a Durham all metal parts bin. So what I'm going to do is, once I get these two built, all the stuff that's in this will end up in these drawers because it's lighter, and then I can put projectiles in these, which is heavy enough to handle them, and it'll be moved over there somewhere, as will these here. But so what this is, I got these off of Amazon, and they're, let me put that up. It's this Giantech 7-drawer storage cabinet mobile file organizer with casters. Now I'm not going to put the casters on it because I'm going to use them on top of that reloading bench right there. So that's what we're dealing with, and they're pretty inexpensive, only $114.99. And I bought it because I have an older model of the same thing down there, and it's pretty good. I think it was IKEA though. But anyways, so I'm going to get this out of the way and this box out of the way and get everything unpacked out of there. And then we will come back and I will show you some things to be aware of when you're doing these flat pack furniture and how to make them much stronger. So we'll be back with that. Alright, so this is not going to be a video on putting this cabinet together, because that would be way too long and way too boring. But what I am going to talk about is some ways that you can make these things stronger, and also why they are not as good as old furniture. So most of this flat pack furniture, whether you get it at Walmart or Target or anywhere, is all made out of particle board, press board. You can see right here, it's not an actual piece of wood, it's a whole bunch of sawdust and glue compressed together to make a board. And that stuff is weak, much weaker than real wood. And also, it can't take moisture. If you use it for a shelf, it's going to sag. When you're looking at this furniture, you got to realize that if they say you can put 50 pounds on the shelf, probably better only put 30 pounds or 25. Otherwise, it's going to sag. It won't do it right away. It's going to wait until, you've had it a while and you can't return it. But it's just the nature of the beast. So the other thing is, all of this flat pack furniture depends on screws and cam locks to hold it together, whereas old furniture, take this desk for example. So this desk was made in the 50s or 60s. I'm not really sure. It was my uncle's before it was mine. This was a bedroom set. It had this desk and a dresser and a headboard, and this was my desk in grade school, elementary school, junior high, high school, and ever since. And you can see right here, let me shine some light on there, that these joints are dovetailed. Now this one's a little loose because I abuse it using it as a keyboard stand instead of a drawer. But all these drawers are dovetailed together. You can see the dovetailing right through there. So basically they've dovetailed that and glued it. There's no screws or nails or anything in that. It's all just dovetails and glue. Well, then you go over here to this, and what you've got to hold the drawers together is a cam lock system. So you got these little doohickeys that they want you to stick in holes in there, and you can see they've got like a little claw on them right there. And the way that works is the other piece will have this stud in there, and then this cam lock goes like that, and then you turn it and it locks it in, and it's got little teeth on it, and it basically just presses against the wood and holds it together. And that's all that's holding these drawers together, and it's just weak. It's not nearly as strong as glue and dovetailing, but it is what we have. Now you can still buy good quality furniture, but if you're going to get this flat pack furniture, and everybody does, it's not bad stuff. It's not inherently bad. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but you got to know what you're getting. You can't put a lot of weight on this stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get set up here, and I will put one of these drawers together and show you what you can do to make it as strong as it can be. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, so when you're doing flat pack furniture, number one, if you have slots cut, like see there's a slot cut here for the drawer bottom, you want to make sure that there's nothing, no sawdust or anything stuck in that slot that's going to keep you from sliding the bottom of the drawer in there. So that's first thing. Next, we got these cam locks. So they'll come in a bag in the kit. And if you look real close at it, you can see there's a little arrow that points towards the hole. So if we look at this, see we got a hole here. So we want that arrow pointed towards the hole, just like that. Alright. So we got all our pieces ready. And one thing you want to do, let me set this here and turn this here. Alright, apparently I'm turning that the wrong direction. Alright. There we go. Okay. Alright, let me get this in camera. Okay, the first thing you want to do before you do one of these joints is test fit it. Make sure it fits together. That's important. I usually don't peel these number stickers off until right before I'm fixing to stick it together, because that helps keep track of the pieces. But since I've already done one of these this morning, I kind of know where everything goes. Alright, so what we're going to do is take this back apart, and on our end here we're going to take wood glue, carpenter's glue, wood glue. I use this Gorilla brand, and we're going to put a thin layer of glue on there like so, and then we'll go ahead and put these pins in their holes and push that together, and then right here you've got your two cam locks that you put in earlier, and you're going to give these 1/2 of a turn, and you'll feel them tighten up and grab, and then you'll see the glue squeezing out there. You'll want to take a paper towel and just wipe that off so it doesn't make a mess. Alright, so there's the one joint. Then we'll come over here. We got the other side here. Put it up like that. Put some light on the subject. And we'll put some glue on the subject. And we will shove this side home. And once again, turn our cam locks, and you will see, you'll watch here, you'll see the glue squeeze out as that tightens that joint down. Now they don't tell you to put the glue on there, but the glue adds, believe it or not, that glue adds an enormous amount of strength to this assembly. So now we've got basically 3/4 of a drawer. So we will grab a drawer bottom. Let me get the thing over here. And it's going to fit into the slots and slide down into there like that. So we're test fit. We know it will fit. We'll pull it back out, and we're going to take some of our glue and just a little. Now you don't need to pour it in there. You just want a strip of it in there. And I only do the front and the back, because if I put it in the sides, when I slide this drawer bottom down in here, it would push all of the glue to the bottom and just make a mess. So there we go. That's in. And now we have almost all of a drawer. So our last part we got to do is put the front of the drawer on. So we'll take our glue here, raise this up some, and put some glue here, and some here. Like so. And then you got the front of the drawer. Which also has a slot cut in it for the drawer bottom. And we're going to go across that slot with some glue. And again, it doesn't need to be tons of it. But and if you get a little bit much, you just wipe it off with a paper towel. And we'll flip that on up here and drop it in its holes like so. Now we have, once again, we've got these cam locks, and now you can see in these holes right here, you can see the end of the little studs sticking through there, so you can put the cam lock in there now. Can do this either way, front, before or after. But we'll put that in there and tighten it down. Just like that. We'll flip it around. Got the other side here. Stick these in there. Just like so. And there we go, one drawer done. All set. Now we can go set this aside and build 6 more of them. So, not that hard to do. And that, like I said, that glue will add a lot of strength. And the one other thing I'm going to tell you is, if you're going to use your electronic screwdriver or drill to do these, you need to get one with a clutch on it. And you can see this one's got a clutch and it's numbered, and I happen to have it set on 5 right now, which is what I figured out was the best setting for these screws. But to set your clutch up, you want to start out on number 1, not on the drill. The drill is full power without the clutch. Put it on number 1 and start running your screw in, and it will clutch out, and more than likely it'll clutch out before the screw's all the way in. So then you can go up each number until it tightens your screw just exactly how much you need it tightened, and then stop. And that'll keep you from stripping the screws out, because as you can imagine, with this little press board, it's very easy to strip the screws out. It doesn't take a lot. It's very easy. So that's about it for that. Hopefully this will help somebody out. I know, you know, just adding the glue puts a lot of strength into these fiberboard furniture. That and keeping them out of moisture. Moisture is the enemy. But you just got to realize that they're just not built the same as old furniture. They're not going to be able to hold the weight. If you need a bookshelf, you'd be better off to save up and buy a real wood bookshelf that's made for books, because most of the stuff they sell at like Walmart or Target or Amazon as a bookshelf is, if you load it up with books, it's just going to sag and fall down, because you got shelves to hold books that are literally just being held up by 2 pins like that. That's not going to be strong enough to hold a whole bunch of books. So just be aware of that. Anyways, hopefully this has helped somebody out, and hopefully I can get these things together and get this place cleaned up and organized where I can find stuff, because I got parts stashed everywhere and I don't know half of what I got anymore. So, appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate y'all liking the video and subscribing to the channel and leaving comments. Every little bit helps. And we will see you in the next video. Y'all have a good one.